Hey guys, welcome to BP the Bible Perspective. I want to share a few thoughts on white guilt, and more specifically, when white people ask, what can they do as white people to heal white guilt? My response to that is, if you have to ask. Now, before we get into it, please like and share this video and subscribe to BP, the Bible Perspective. And as always, if you have a thought or comment, add it to the comments section. All comments are welcome. I was watching this news clip where a white man was responding to, I think, a black reporter. And he was recounting his, I guess you can call, white guilt. His guilt over what he was saying, his white privilege. Now, don't get me wrong here. I certainly have spoken on white guilt and white privilege. The problem here is when people say this, who's saying it? In other words, I believe in white guilty for those whites who are guilty. And as far as white privilege is concerned, look, I would love to have the privilege. I would love to be Will Smith's son, Oprah's son, right? That would come with privilege. And I'm not in any way minimizing white guilt. I've dealt with it before. What I think is disturbing is a lot of the ideology that comes out of or as a result of critical race theory. These kinds of white fragility, I'm trying to think of some other words. These are academics that began on university campuses and that spread to society. To me, they should have stayed on university campuses because they're kind of disciplines that explore racism, the effect of racism. However, when you have people who are saying, I want to apologize to black people for my ancestors. First of all, you can't do that. You can't apologize for what Thomas Jefferson did if you had no part in Thomas Jefferson. You can only apologize for if you were guilty. Now, don't get me wrong, there are plenty of white guilt today, meaning there are specific acts that people are doing that makes them guilty. So that my point is, you don't have to go back in history or in time to say, let me apologize for those. No. If you're not doing anything that makes you guilty, you have nothing to apologize for. Now, the issues of racism need to be dealt with by those who need to correct them. Now, from this perspective, it was the government of the United States that wronged a specific race of people, meaning black people. As far as the individual white people, when people ask, should they apologize for their ancestors? No. Or when they ask the questions, what can I do as a white person? I'm reminded of a scene in Spike Lee's movie Malcolm X. And in it shows Malcolm on his way to a lecture, and the white girl stops him. And she says, Mr. X, I want to let you know that I apologize for my ancestors doing. I'm not like my ancestors. I don't agree with the things they did. And I just want to know, what can I, as a white person who am not racist and who agree with you, what can I, as a white person, do? And of course, Malcolm, played by Denzel Washington, basically says nothing and walks away. Now, in real life, that scene kind of played out a little more harsher. Now, here's my point. When people ask, this is my response, by the way, that what can they do as a white person to help with the black cause, Black Lives Matters, or whatever? Here's my thinking. If you have to ask, see, if you have to ask, let's turn it around. Do you have to ask? Let me say this. Any God-fearing person never has to ask what to do that's right. That's the answer. Do what's right. Don't apologize for something you had no part in. That's not right. But what you can do is don't be prejudiced. That might be your only thing you can do. Just do what's right. That's your answer. And that's my perspective. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to BP the Bible Perspective. And as always, if you have a thought or comment, add it to the comment section below. All comments are welcome. Till next time, I'll see you then.